David Nguyen,
So fuck off, Liquid David, or you'll get pulverized.
a character who over the last few weeks has had unending meltdowns, dished out handfuls of death threats,
Don't make me fucking shoot you, okay?
and though over the past week we've seen what is amounted to a near constant crash out over his mortal enemy, Liquid David Nguyen, and as evident with some community posts of his that this guy is obsessing hard and quite honestly losing his mind over this fella. Of course, this mental state bleeds into his everyday life too, with the firing of his therapist after siding with his detractors. Let's watch this meltdown unfold together in chronological order, starting off with the first video, I Am a Victim of Lolcow Culture. The title acting as almost a throwback to what many of his past channels have been about. He was the creature behind a ton of the anti-ditch, Cyrax, and even Christian Defender AI voice accounts. Because of all these people who have been proven predators or creeps to him are all just victims of this lolcow culture. They're totally innocent, mentally ill people who have done nothing wrong, which, you know, I get the whole mentally ill bit, I can't argue with you there. There's clearly something wrong with these guys. It's just this constant idea he pushes of none of these lolcows being bad people and all of it just being lies pushed by trolls, which is not the case with so many of these lolcows. Let's see what old David has written in the description of this video though, ahead of watching. Addressing a situation and telling my story of what has happened to me. Some troll made an account with an altered image of myself and posed as me and accused me of stealing his identity, when he's stealing mine and making outrageous claims of me stealing his intellectual property. This MF is named Liquid David Nguyen. He is a fraud and an identity thief who has stolen my identity. This fool sent feds to my house recently for accusing me of stealing his identity and forging documents. Alright, let's watch.
Okay, so I don't have a lot of time, but I'm gonna go here, I guess, sort of live here, just real quick, just to address the situation. So to whoever who is behind this so-called Liquid David account, stop whatever you're doing, okay? Just stop it. It's ridiculous. I was visited by two feds today. Two feds agents who came here and questioned me today about my use of, about my potential, we call identity theft allegations. Now, I don't know who's behind this account, but whoever's the person that's behind this account, they made a false file to the FBI or whatever shit. And these people, you know, whoever's behind it is setting me up for failure. They're setting me up that I'm probably gonna get framed and put in jail for something that I didn't fucking do.
I wish I could have seen this little gremlin's face as these two alleged feds showed up to his doorstep. It's kind of funny, he's so afraid of being thrown in jail for something he didn't do, considering the fact he at least most definitely has committed card fraud on multiple occasions. Like, even if the impersonation wasn't about Liquid David, I'm sure they could get him for impersonating his friends and uncle and whatnot for using their cards without their permission too, or some shit.
I'm not impersonating anybody. You, whoever's behind Liquid David, you're the one fucktard who is actually committing identity theft, because you're actually taking people's images and you're posing as them with just an altered image of them. Anyone who is selling mine and who actually has a brain actually know that that's fake, it's not real.
Funny David's use of anyone who's sound of mind, considering he is one of the most unsound of mind characters out there.
It's only you people in lolcow culture who think this shit's funny. None of my friends thinks it's funny. No one else thinks it's funny. This is immature shit. You people are acting like a bunch of fucking teenagers doing this shit, trolling people and shit. I mean, just grow the fuck up. I mean, like, what, you know, think you're making false reports like this?
This Liquid David stuff is immature and unfunny, and only lolcow culture cares about it, yet he's made plenty of videos addressing it, getting angrier and angrier, and even making BOMB threats over it. I'd consider that pretty immature.
You've done the same shit to Cyrax, and you're doing the same shit to me, you're doing the same shit to everybody else who are victims. What do you fucking get out of this? Like, are you fucking that retarded?
Do the same shit to Cyrax, victims. Putting Cyrax and yourself in the same category as victims is crazy, considering Cyrax is a self-admitted pedophile and you're known stalking and violent outbursts.
You fucking, like, you know, waste your time with this shit? You know, I don't have time for this shit. I got so many projects and stuff and shit that I have to fucking do. I don't have any time for this bullshit. But whoever's behind Liquid David is trying to set me up for identity theft. Because whoever it is, they filed a police report or they filed a report with the feds or whatever, I don't know, but I don't know where they ever filed it, but two feds came and questioned me about that, about like me posing as other people and stuff, and they're saying that, you know, that they think they suspect me of stealing other people's credit cards, which I didn't do, and now they claim this person who filed this report, whoever's Liquid David is says that I stole their credit cards and shit. Motherfucker. I didn't steal any fucking credit cards, okay? You're not a fucking real person. You're a fucking troll. You took an image of me and you fucking altered it. You don't have any real base or bias, or whatever you call it. You don't have any real evidence to try to do this shit to me. I don't know how you convinced these people to file the report, but somehow the feds came up. They came up and they were talking to me about this, about about these identity theft allegations and stuff, and then some other stuff too. I mean, this shit is really ridiculous. It's just I don't get what you get out of this shit anyways. I don't understand, like, what do you get out of fucking harassing people and framing people for shit? I just don't get it. I don't really fucking get it. But this is, my warning to you, fuck off. Stop doing this fucking shit. I'm gonna get an attorney and I'm gonna fucking sue the hell out of you, whoever's behind that account, because you're trying to set me up, trying to send me to jail for something I didn't do. So fuck off, Liquid David, or you'll get pulverized. I fucking mean it. Don't make me fucking shoot you, okay? I've fucking had it. I fucking had it with your fucking bullshit. Anyways, I don't have time for this bullshit. So my message to Liquid David is fucking drop it, move on, or otherwise you're gonna get your fucking ass sued off. You get your pants sued off. I don't have time for this shit. So fuck off for real, dog. I don't understand, like, what is your problem, but fuck off, or fuck off unless you want to get sued. So that's my answer. Well, that's my response to your so-called claims about me stealing your identity, which I never did. I'm the real David. So fuck you.
Again, with this pulverization threat, it's actually hilarious every single time I hear him say that. It's because, like, actually, who uses the term pulverize as a threat? I personally don't believe anyone built like this is capable of pulverizing someone. Now we have the "we can play games if you want" video.
Okay, so I don't have a lot of time, but I saw this post by this mother effer, Liquid David, and he wants to play fucking games. So I don't know what to say. If this is what you want to play, you want to fucking play games, then we'll play games for all right. Because I didn't do anything wrong. Okay, you are coming along, stealing my intellectual property, my aliases and stuff, and crafting it and posing as my alias in an attempt to destroy me. And motherfucker, you're not the real David, or the person who invented David, okay? You're just some fucking stupid ass troll who thinks it's funny to do this type of shit to people. I don't understand, like, what is with you. Whoever's behind this account, I don't know who it is, but I got a feeling that it could be McGrubba who's behind this, because he's the one who introduced this fucker.
Feeling it's me behind this account is absolutely hilarious. The straws this guy has started to grasp at, considering how angry he's gotten at Liquid, it's too much.
And I think he's actually behind this account. So either he or whoever this is trying to do this in an attempt to destroy me. And let me tell you, you can't do shit to me. You made that post saying that you're gonna get lawyers and shit to come after you. Well, let me tell you something. You don't fucking exist. So you can't do shit to me. You can try whatever you want, but you ain't gonna fucking work. As a matter of fact, I think it's these strategists bullshitting, trolling. I think it's more than anything, because you can't do shit to me because you don't exist for real. If you want to play fucking games with me, we'll play fucking games, alright.
He can make all the threats he wants because you don't exist, except making death threats and bomb threats is very much illegal. Whether you think Liquid isn't real or no one but AI is behind the Liquid David account, it is very much not okay to throw death threats like that around.
Because I'm just sick and tired. I'm sick and tired. You going around stealing my shit, stealing my pictures, stealing my shit, and then crafting it to make it yours, and then you say that, that you're the real person and all that shit. I don't know what to say. But you can't do shit to me. And if you want to play fucking games, saying you're gonna do this shit, well, we'll see how long you can pull this out until like you get tired of it. It's stupid. You threaten you're gonna do shit to me. You can't do shit to me. I can talk shit all I want. I can make all the threats I want towards you because you don't exist. You're not a real person. You don't own any of these things. You don't own any of this shit. So you can't do shit to me. And as a matter of fact, no one can do shit to me anyways at all too, because my real name is not David. My real name's not David. So.
All this talk, attempting to point us in the direction of David Nguyen not being his real name. I mean, he does it all the time, but he himself has posted all over Facebook and Instagram yearbook photos of his younger self, clearly with the name David Nguyen underneath. It makes no sense.
You can't do shit to me. You can't get me banned for any other place, dude, because you don't even know my fucking name. But you have destroyed one of my very most popular aliases that has been tied to me for a long time through my content creation journey, and I'm having to rebrand everything. I'm having to come up with a new rebranding and shit, and all this too, all the new identity and all that shit too. It's a little hard work, but it's doable. Just like how a CIA agent is able to obtain new identities, I can do the same thing too, which I have developed one recently.
Here we go. Considering his own stealthy operations to be on par with the CIA is laughable, especially considering every sock account he creates to post on subreddits like Am I the Jerk are immediately clocked just based on his typing habits and premises of the post. Now we have the Liquid David is a fraud and is full of it video he put out.
Okay, so I don't have a lot of time to deal with this shit, so I'll just make this quick video just to say that that Liquid David is full of shit. He's making up all this stupid bullshit about me sending me a cease and desist letter, and that's not true. This motherfucker, Liquid David, is a fraudster and an imposter. There's no way to put it, another way to put it, that this guy's a fucking fraud. He's saying all this bullshit and stuff that's not real. And quite frankly, there are people that are stupid enough to believe it. And let me tell you something, Liquid David, you're fucking full of shit. I'd never received any fucking letter from you, or any fucking thing, okay? And there's nothing he could do to me. There's nothing that this guy can do to me, because he does not exist. Liquid David does not exist. He's a fraud, okay? And that fucking state ID that he made up is a fucking fraud. You know, it's no one names their child Liquid, okay? That's probably one of the most absurd things that I've ever heard in my entire fucking life. And anybody who actually would, like, you know,
truly, he's obsessed with this Liquid guy. He's out here obsessing with video after video, defaming the guy. Liquid is a fraudster and an identity thief. I don't know. Liquid David seems to have a much better jawline, so I'm inclined to believe he's the real David.
Name your kid like that, then I'll think that then they're fucking retarded. So, you know, that's what I have to say. That this guy's a fucking fraudster. He's posing as me and shit like that. And he, you know, like I said, he never sent me anything because he's a fucking fraud. He's lying through his teeth. There's nothing more to other way to put it. That Liquid David's a fucking fraud. He never sent me any fucking thing at all. And he's full of shit. And quite frankly, I'm not gonna back down. I'm gonna continue my heroic. I don't know where we go. I want to continue doing my shit. You know, I'll make all these comments about this guy because he doesn't exist in real life. So he can't do anything. He can't sue me for talking shit because he doesn't exist. You need to be a real person in order to file fucking file fucking reports or lawsuits and stuff, and he's not real, so he can't do anything. So that's all I have to say. That this guy's a fucking fraud. He's lied through his teeth. He didn't send me a cease and desist letter or any type of bullshit. And let me tell you, no attorney is going to send a cease and desist letter to an email. That's fucking absurd. Okay? When an attorney wants to file a cease and desist letter, they send it through the mail. Actually, they send it through the fucking mail. So this guy's fucking full of shit. That's all I have to say. Liquid David is a fucking full of shitter. He's fucking full of shit. He's making up all this bullshit, which is not true. Never sent me any letter or anything. So he's a fucking fraud. That'll be it.
Now this whole video seems to be a pseudo response to a video Liquid put out claiming to have sent him a cease and desist letter via email, and even had to show some sort of legal document in the thumbnail that seems to be related to the issue. Now, whether you believe Liquid's claims of David ignoring the email or David's claims of never receiving it is up to you, but I err on the side of if there was ever even an email sent out, David must have hundreds of emails at this point from all his sock accounts he's built up over the years for all the fake Reddits he's made and all the YouTube accounts he's made. So this email has to have been lost in the wind by now, hidden within all the other emails. The Baltimore band video and Liquid Maggot. It's hilarious. Even in the titles, as time goes on, you can tell he gets angrier and angrier with every post he makes regarding Liquid. It's really great stuff to see he's spending so much of his time obsessing over his mortal enemy, Liquid, instead of obsessing over and stalking women like his usual self. But getting to some context behind this video, a big point in the story that is David is that there was this event a little while ago where David was kicked out and asked not to return to a venue after coming to see this girl Jenny he had been stalking and obsessing over, and this was because of the threat and he seemingly posed of the lady. This event though, whatever transpired there, was so bad that the performer was asked to no longer come to that venue, so perhaps believing David's awful stalking would never stop, they felt the need to ask the person he is incredibly obsessed with to not come back, because it's inevitable that the creep David Nguyen himself would finally find a way to come back and cause problems for everyone there yet again.
Okay, so just gonna make this quick video. I saw a lot of people spreading false rumors about stuff about surrounding this whole Baltimore shit, and I just want to be clear that I never was banned from Baltimore. Okay, whoever made up that shit is fucking lying. Because the story is that I went up there in Baltimore for a festival back in early 2024 to see a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine I've known for a long time, and you know, this friend of mine, she had no problems with me just, you know, going around just chatting with her and stuff, because, you know, it's a normal thing to do when you've been friends for like years and years. So she had no issues with it. But you know, it wasn't until her friend got there, her friend, who we should say her name is Jeanette. We'll call her Jeanette. So Jeanette is a friend of my friend, and Jeanette had an issue with me following her friend around and talking with her when her friend was working. But the thing is that, you know, being a how should I say, a public figure. What's this thing keep on going off? You know, with a, you know, being a public figure, or celebrity or whatever, interacting with fans is a normal thing to do. So that's normal. But when someone is actually a friend, I'm gonna repeat again, a friend, that's above the level of a fan. And, you know, I've been friends with this person for, I would say, about 7-8 years or something like that. So, you know, her friend Jeanette didn't understand that me and my friend have been friends for a long time, and that my friend wasn't offended or wasn't bothered by it. But Jeanette had an issue with it, and so she was giving me dirty looks, you know, being very judgmental, because I think part of her being judgmental is because she's judgmental because I'm autistic and all that stuff. And
excusing his creepy behavior with autism diagnosis.
Vietnamese people seem to not be very keen with people who have mental illnesses or disorders or whatever like that, or people who have autism. They're not very nice. And so her friend started attacking me and stuff. You know, when I tried to look for my friend, Jeanette came up and said, "I don't know where she is. Go sit down," or, you know, stuff like that. Then Jeanette eventually told people, one of the event staff, and then they pulled out some like tape, or like one of those like police tapes, and taped off the stage part. But you know, after that, Jeanette suggested that that they should not welcome me anymore in there. I wasn't explicitly banned or trespassed, but they said that I should not be welcome to come there anymore, and they stopped inviting my friend to go there. You know, I've been going to other places to see my friend this past year. I've been going to other places out west. I went out west to see her a couple of times. So, you know, the California and all that stuff, which I am planning on going back over there in California very soon. I'm planning on going back to California to see my friend very soon for her birthday. And, you know, so that's that. You know,
it is pretty concerning that he talks about leaving his home state so often, even now, planning a trip to California, because if you don't remember from some previous videos of mine, David is still currently out on bond. Leaving the state would be a violation of one of his bail conditions, and, you know, should lead to his arrest, but you know how that goes.
I don't really appreciate people spreading false lies about me being banned from Baltimore. Okay, so second thing I want to address is I'm not going to waste my time with this real quick, but I'm not going to waste my time a lot with this, but I want to talk about Liquid David, this motherfucker who's a faker, who's still going at it. Someone really has a lot of time on their hands to do this type of shit. To pose as me, but, you know, as my alias. But this motherfucker never really sent me any fucking email or any other fucking shit. You know, I've checked all my emails. I didn't receive anything. So whatever he is saying is bullshit. He did not send out any cease and desist letter or any fucking thing. This guy's just pulling people's change, and just, you know, this person, what they're trying to do, this person, whoever's behind Liquid David, is an attempt. They're trying to frame me for identity thief or theft, or, you know, whatever you call it. But, you know, I never committed identity theft. This person's trying to set me up. So, you know, that's why I want to address this guy, Liquid David, is a faker. He's a faker. He's a false, not a real person. This guy's just some fucking troll that's just trying to frame me for shit. You know. So I'm gonna try to find a way to talk to YouTube about getting his account terminated.
As usual, this seems to be a reoccurring issue with these lolcow types, is the abuse of the copyright and takedown system on YouTube. He wants to fire back at Liquid by the only way he knows how to win, and that is to cheat, lie, and abuse the system just to get his way. Speaking of copyright abuse, David is fairly known for striking channels, documenting, or talking about him as some form of retaliation. Many of the Redditors who want David held accountable for everything he gets up to got a video of his taken down. RIP Creep Records, by the way. Now, though, to see the raging lunacy over Liquid and some of the Redditors, let's read on through his community posts. Liquid F is a lying POS, never once received a letter or email, cut with the bullshit, you effing imposter. Stealing my trademark alias to play games, FO. Whoa there, that's some language for sure there, David. Really getting a feel for the emotion behind this one. Full-blown meltdown mode here, I'm sure. We can play games if you want, little fucker. I don't have time for this shit as I got other important shit to attend to. Can't wait till I go to Vietnam and get married. Effing sucks to not have people around for the holidays. I ain't banned from there cause no one still has any idea of who I am. My alias identity has been stolen, not my actual real one. I'm not the identity thief here. Liquid Nuthead is the one. Again, referencing these goofy lip-syncing videos he does as if there's some important project of his, than the whole ban from Vietnam thing, which honestly, I fear for any young women who's, may encounter him if he travels there, because he seems dead set on a young female bride coming from over there. Even stating in the past it's alright if he meets and talks to 16-year-olds, which he has a real fetishization of Vietnamese or even just Asian women, so there's that. Stop with the deportation threats. I'm a US citizen. You cannot deport me as I have a full 100% citizenship. I was born here. You cannot deport a citizen. $900+ for the last 3 tickets of the DFW is ridiculous. Ain't nobody got money to afford that. Ain't that the truth, David? Try to go to Texas for the holidays to spend time with family. Honestly, I'm not big on the whole deporting him joke because, what we're seeing in the U.S. with these ICE is really getting, it's gut-wrenching with the low-key unconstitutional shit they're up to. It's good to see it, I guess, playing into this rage we've been keeping him occupied with. Point it all at Liquid David Nguyen, keeping him preoccupied. But Liquid Loser says that I'm shadow banned on all of my channels. That's a lie. I am not. I really don't care anyway, since my videos are intended for family and friends and a small group of people at this point. I'm not shadow banned from any of my other channels. Taking a trip to NC in Georgia in the coming weeks. Got important business matters to attend to. Dropping off chairs for someone's new store. Some people are just terrible at getting back to you and texting you back. Small group of people that the videos David shits out must not like commenting, liking, or even watching those videos because we never see any evidence of them existing. Taking us past examining the demented diddler's YouTube videos and posts, we have some Reddit posts that the little booger has given us regarding his mental health providers. Many in the David detractor sphere may know this guy is addicted to posting in the Am I the Asshole adjacent subreddits, always grasping for a little bit of support for his awful takes on situations he finds himself in. One such situation is that his temper boils over after his therapist agrees that there's nothing the good people of the internet have done to him that constitutes police involvement, and his subsequent crash out over it. I'll read the 2 posts now. In the AITA relationship sub, we got AITA for refusing to take any advice from my therapist or my family. So, I'm a YouTuber, and my main job is creating content for YouTube for my viewers and fans to enjoy. Lately, for the past 2 years, I've been facing a lot of internet bullying, and I have a group of near 200 people stalking me online and keeping track of my every move online. These people just won't leave me alone, and they keep finding me and doxing my new channels. It's gotten to the point where I'm getting so tired of it because I keep on getting my YouTube accounts suspended for them falsely flagging my channels. I was talking to my counselor on Friday, and she was being very disrespectful and not understanding. She was siding with these people and told me that it's not stalking if the channels are public. Have you ever asked yourself why the police aren't doing anything about it? I told her it is, and that she is not being considerate of my feelings at all. I told her that her job as a therapist is to support me in every way and finding ways to help me out and make me feel better. I told her that I'm not quitting my job just because she told me to. She then told me, I'm not going to sugarcoat and baby you. I told you many times to get off the internet and you won't listen to me. It's not stalking if your channels or profiles are public. After that, I told her that I'm not going to listen to her telling me to quit my job and just walked out of the office. My family and everyone is upset with me and says that I always do this BS to every therapist that I get in touch with, and that says that this is like the 10th therapist that I lost within the span of 2 years. I don't get why everyone doesn't get it and that my therapist is telling me to quit my job. Am I the asshole for refusing to quit my job like everyone else wants me to? 1, it's hilarious. He constantly refers to YouTube as his job as if he has mass amounts of adoring fans that bring in all this crazy ad revenue. Then you take a look at any number of channels he seems to make. He uses them as some sort of avenue to threaten bodily harm onto anyone who questions him or attempts to call him out on his behavior, or just shitpost awful lip-syncing videos, both with stolen music and ripped clips from other creators, by the way. At least we get some sort of acknowledgement of bad behavior on his family's end, because other than his uncle, I don't believe anyone normally really calls him out for this sort of thing. Next though, David wants to know if he was really the jerk for firing his therapist after his little tantrum in the Am I the Jerk sub. Am I the jerk for firing my therapist after her comments that she made to me? So I just saw my therapist a few days ago, and I ended up firing her because of some of her comments that I felt were very hurtful and inconsiderate. I'm considering dealing with some of these people messing with me and following me all over the web, basically and essentially cyber stalking me. I've been extremely frustrated for the past 2 months, and I've been talking to her about it. She got upset at me a few days after she asked me on the topic of that and how's it going. I told her that the police need to do something as it's gone on too long and that something needs to be done. She then accused me of not listening to her. She told me, I told you many times to stop and get off the internet and you won't listen to me. I told her that I'm not going to get off as it is my passion to do so, and the police need to do something as what these people are doing is considered stalking, which is illegal. She then told me it's not stalking if the channels or profiles are public. Have you even put one thought into why the police aren't doing anything? She then gave me a smirk. A stuck-up look to me as she was writing my appointment card. I got mad and told her that I didn't need her services anymore, and I walked out without saying anything further. My folks got extremely mad at me again and says that I'm the jerk and that I always do this with every therapist that I get. I'm just so frustrated, and I'm considering going back to my old therapist, Megan, as she was the only one who understood me and my situation. Am I the jerk for firing her as my therapist? I don't know if it could really be considered cyber stalking, like what the therapist said, considering he's the one willingly posting everything online. I like to see the little glimpses into how this little guy thinks here, though, believing the purpose of a therapist is to support him through his decisions and actions no matter what. What planet is little man on, though? Like, by that logic, if I went out and ripped around in my car after a long night of drinking, maybe ran over a single mother of 4 once or twice, and came into therapy the next day, my therapist should give me a pat on the back and sincerely tell me I've made some great decisions and make me feel good about myself. Just highlights the altered world this little gremlin lives in and why he may believe a girl like Jenny is in some sort of real relationship or friendship with him when in reality he's just a crazed fan. Anywho, that's mostly it in the notable activities a friendly neighborhood stalker has gotten up to. Remember, if you enjoy videos like this, to subscribe and like for more shit like it. And leave some suggestions for people you want to see videos like this made on in the Discord. But thanks for watching. Later, grubbers.